Hello, my name is Feyza Howell and I am the translator of Aslı Biçen's Snapping Point. Ta-da! Originally published in Turkish by Metis and here in the UK by Istros. It's a fantastic novel in more ways than one. It's part political thriller, part family drama, part fantasy, and it also happens to be very, very funny. Set in a small town on a peninsula. But for that slender connection with the mainland, it would have been a regular island, says Aslı Biçen, describing the very narrow isthmus. Later, halfway through the novel, an earthquake snaps it off. And apparently there was a very narrow neck to the seabed that breaks off too. And suddenly there's this new island floating on the Aegean. This leads to a series of oppressive measures by the local government, ostensibly to keep public order. As it drifts between Greece and Turkey, things get from bad to worse until even the most easygoing people come to a snapping point. The following excerpt is set at the local newspaper where Jülide, a schoolgirl, she's just discovering her supernatural powers. She's working part-time and also as a summer job. She's sitting on the doorstep, stroking a sleepy cat, when her pesky boyfriend Erkan turns up. The other character is Rami, the typesetter. Erkan perched next to Jülide, frowning deeper than ever, having brought along all the weight of the dismal heat of the street. His hair was wet. How was training? Good. She wanted to circle that dark thing rising towards his lips to find a way of distracting or silencing him, but it was too hot. I don't want you to work. Our women don't work. A woman's place is her home. Jülide didn't reply. She was staring at the door opposite and gently rocking on the stone step, trying to focus on the monotonous clatter of the press. Haven't I told you? Besides, a bloke alone with some unmarried bloke. Erkan shut up when she stopped rocking and suddenly swung her head. Her blue eyes flashed with the wild phosphorescence of the heat, and her lips were stretched menacingly like a hissing cat. I'm working here because I like Muzaffer Abla, I like journalism, and I'm earning some pocket money. You can't decide where I may or may not work. As for Rahmi abi, he's like a big brother to me. What do you mean I can't decide? You're like my betrothed. I'm not your betrothed or anything. Neither do I have any intention to be so. Like what? I have no intention of marrying you or anyone else. As a matter of fact, I want to split up now. Erkan leapt up to his feet. What the fuck you say? You're not splitting up or anything. No one splits up with me. His hand, which was grabbed by Rami just at the right time, was held up in the air. You can't raise a hand against women. Mind your own business. You can't interfere between lovers. I can beat her up and I can hug her. My business. Why are you going to beat her up? Stronger than suggested by his diminutive build, Rami'S grip was like a vice, even though the youth was half a foot taller and nearly twice the size. She wants to split up. Right. Erkan was trying to free his hand. Since she wants to split up, you're no longer lovers, which means I can interfere. I'm not letting anyone raise a hand against people working here. All right, mate, away you go. You can't force these things. That serene authority forestalled Erkan's anger from transforming into curses or punches. Shaking like a leaf, terrified of a punch-up, Jülide interrupted in a calm voice. Erkan, I thought long and hard. It's not going to work. You interfere with everything. You're too possessive. You're far too conservative. I can't take any of it. Please don't be like that. Let's part as friends. Rami released the arm, slackening in his grip. A furtive, destructive energy was rising inside Erkan, who appeared to have given up. His head sunk into a moment of silence. As they stood still outside the printers, Jülide heard the sound of the spring being wound, sensed which arm Erkan would swing. She beckoned the cat from his deep sleep. The cat got up lazily leapt up between Erkan's legs just when the youth was about to charge at Rami. Erkan stumbled in mid-attack, unexpectedly swift given his unbalanced forward momentum, and his fist swung past Rami's shoulder into the glass in the door. The pane exploded in a thunderous clatter in the heat-silent street, waking up not only the neighbourhood, but the grumpy northeasterly too. A hot breath rolled down the street as blood spurted out of Erkan's arm. There, that's about as definitive a breakup as you could imagine. I sincerely hope you enjoyed the book. Thank you for listening.